Chapter 22. Growing Pains. My grandfather walks into the kitchen a few mornings later carrying a bottle of pain pills. He pours a glass of water and pops a handful of pills. "Are you okay?" I ask him. He's pale with dark circles under his eyes. He doesn't look good.
"I'm having growing pains," he grits out, pointing to his legs. "The T. Melvinus must be regenerating my bones."
"Does it hurt a lot?" I ask.
"Let's just say I know what it felt like to be tortured on the rack."
My dad's back in town for the weekend. He appears at our front door after lunch, wearing worn-out jeans and a black t-shirt, carrying his toolbox. "Dad!" I shout and fling myself at him.
"Reporting for duty," he tells me, holding up his toolbox. "I hear there's a toilet that needs fixing."
My father is handsome. I don't say that just because I'm his daughter. He's the kind of man who women stop and stare at when he walks into a room. He's got thick, curly black hair and dark brown eyes. He's usually cast as the rake or the hero in a play.
"I miss working with my assistant."
He winks at me.
"I brought your hammer."
To pay the bills when I was little, my dad did carpentry work and odd jobs, hauling me around in my baby carrier. When I started teething, I chewed on the wooden handle of one of his hammers. It still has my bite marks on it.
"Where's your mother?"
he asks. "At the high school. They're having trouble with the light board," I tell him. "She said you're cooking dinner." He looks around.
"You're here by yourself?"
"No, Melvin's in the den."
"Ah, right," he says. "She mentioned something about long-lost cousin crashing here. Well, let's get that toilet out of the way."
We settle down in the bathroom, and my father snakes the toilet and then takes the lid off and tinkers around with the insides.
"That should do it," he says. "You want to do the honors?"
I flush, and the water goes down. "You should have been a plumber," I say. He gives me a wry smile.
"I would have made a whole lot more money, that's for sure."
My grandfather walks into the bathroom, holding the catcher in the rye. He freezes when he sees my father.
"You must be Melvin,"
my father says.
"I'm Ellie's dad, Jeremy."
He holds out his hand. My grandfather doesn't reciprocate.
"Did you wash that hand?"
he asks.
"The toilet water is clean,"
my father says.
"Then drink it,"
my grandfather replies. We stand there for a minute, then my grandfather holds up his book.
"You gonna stand around yapping all day?"
my grandfather asks.
"I have homework to finish."